Hey, and welcome to 3 Takeaways, our agency new business video series where we focus on one new business category and give you 3 takeaways to help improve your new business program. So if you're new here, I'm Lee McKnight Jr. I'm the VP of Sales at RSW US. And if you're returning, thank you. Always appreciate you coming back. And if you're liking the series, give us a thumbs up or leave a comment below. We'd love that. And would absolutely love if you'd hit that subscribe button to make sure you never miss one of our videos. All right, on to it. I was invited to present at an agency a little while back, and the topic was creating a culture of new business within the agency, specifically aimed at small to mid-sized agencies. And as an aside, this agency actually put together a new business week, focusing on different aspects of strategy and process and tools every day of that week. Something to consider for your agency, and quite frankly, like a whole nother video episode. But going back, throughout my presentation, I focused on new business as an agency-wide endeavor. Not just a member of leadership or a new business director-driven process. But the question is, how does that manifest itself, in terms of the day-to-day? And for those individuals who aren't tasked directly with new business activity. To answer that question, I went back to a series we created called 10 Agency New Business Questions. And if you'd like a copy of the ebook that resulted from that, you can download it from the link in the description below. The series has a lot of excellent real-world examples of new business success coming from your peers, and I encourage you to take a look. So that series itself, we asked individuals who were finding success heading new business at their respective agencies 10 questions regarding their new business strategy and experience. So for our 3 takeaways today, I want to read 3 quotes to you from that series and then give you some big picture ideas that I hope you can use to implement a new business culture across your entire firm. So the first takeaway is a quote from Paul Pomeroy. He's currently president at AB&C in Wilmington, Delaware. And Paul said, and I quote, "New business is at the core of our being, so it permeates our entire agency and our culture. Everyone at the agency touches new business in some way during any given month. We do this by design. It keeps everyone focused on the value and importance of new business. However, on a day-to-day basis, we have one person dedicated to sales and then one on the marketing side of our program." In that quote there, it's really important to engender that new business mindset throughout the firm, and it has to start somewhere. So what we too often see here at RSW, we're talking to other agencies that are explaining things to us as a new business director kind of on an island on their own, or even a partner kind of in a similar situation, trying to handle it all. Look, it's difficult to assign new business tasks to others in the firm who are dedicated primarily to client work. It's understandable, but it truly needs to be a team effort, and you have to organize and assign tasks appropriately ahead of time. So that quote from Paul dovetails nicely into the second takeaway, and that's from Jeff Fromm, who at the time was an executive VP at Barclay in Kansas City, currently still at Barclay. And Jeff said, "We have over 325 partners at Barclay, and all of them support new business by providing exceptional client service and creative work. From time to time, some of them directly work on new business, based on the size of the pitch and requirements." And so, end quote there, this is a great follow-up from that first takeaway, because as I mentioned, the first question asked when you're talking about this agency-wide thing is, okay, we should have a new business mindset throughout the firm. So how exactly do we start that process? Well, Jeff's quote is part of the answer. With exceptional client service and work, your clients are retained, all things being equal, and the possibility of referrals from them are that much higher. Plus, many of you watching have had your main point of contact leave your client company only to hire you when they land at a new company. So if that's not an excellent example of your team increasing new business, I don't know what is. So the key is you have to let your team know that. And I mean your entire team at the agency. They all touch the effort in some way. And I'm talking about not just new business folks, but they probably aren't being reminded or told. You have to let them know how they're impacting the new business effort. And finally, the third takeaway is from Mark O'Toole. Now, he was then at HB Agency, now Eric Mower in Boston. Mark said, and I quote, "Once a month, we invite team leaders from various parts of the company for creative brainstorming and goal setting. It's a good way to broaden the number of professionals involved, with business development, without kind of over-committing resources." And then I continue, individuals here at any level have financial incentive to bring in leads and new clients as well. So we're transparent with staff, sharing at a high level progress with prospects, new business goals, successes, and challenges, then as well as the company's financial position, in the quote there. So I finished with this quote purposely, as Mark puts forth two really superlative ideas. One, bringing team leaders together once a month to keep them involved in the new business thread, and two, incorporating financial incentives into every level of personnel, in order to help drive new business. So, look, I know it's easy to say you should incorporate a new business mentality, throughout the agency, and it's hard to actually accomplish, but you need to do it. And ideally, this episode of 3 Takeaways is going to provide at least some initial inspiration to help you get there. So thanks for watching 3 Takeaways. Lots of new business content on our resources page at the URL below. And as always, thank you, and hope to see you again.